Coming to you live from Track Major Studio. I don't know what episode we're on, shit. But we at Track Major Studio. I'm your boy Tim Wayne.
Yo, Uncle Gandhi.
But we getting to the shits, all right?
Straight
It's fucking free agency.
It's wild.
It's wild. I don't know where anybody going.
You know, we were putting together show notes for today, and we were like, what are we talking about today? We got two topics.
It's pretty fucking simple.
And we got two topics.
And we told you guys last week, so now you know. Yeah. So, without a doubt.
Without further ado.
Real quick. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. I want to do it so bad.
Do it.
Come on, baby. We fucking won the Big 12 championship. Everybody else, fuck you.
Big 12 championship tournament.
One more time, man. For the first time, I know we're supposed to cover, recap, but this was a part of our recap for the weekend. Okay. This is something that we've experienced for the first time ever. And the Big 12 has been around since 96? 1996. So for the first time in men's basketball history at the University of Texas, the Texas men's basketball team is Big 12 champions.
So not only that, which kudos. Hey, Shaka.
Yes, sir. Don't cut your hair, bro.
Save your job. Let's get to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4. We'll talk about that later.
Yep.
Not only did they win the Big 12 tournament, they're the first team from Texas.
Jesus, man.
Texas. No team from Texas has ever won it. Not Baylor, not Tech.
And I kind of called Baylor losing a couple weeks ago on a podcast that was
called Texas winning the whole thing.
You did.
A couple weeks ago.
You did. You sure did. So in that case, we both right.
Yep. Hey.
More power to us, you know what I'm saying?
First time for everything,
First time for everything. But before we jump in there, I appreciate you and your wife and all of my friends and everybody, all of my family members that have reached out to me over the past weekend. Over the past weekend was my birthday. It was also a very trying time. I had a lot of things to reflect on as far as this was also the same night. My grandmother passed away the same night of my birthday. So that was rough. Also had some other things kind of happen, but those have been addressed and talked about and situated, and so we're good on those ends. My grandmother also turned 76 on the 12th. Shout out to my grandmother. So that's something that is very near and dear to me. Is not only making sure that I'm good, but I'm gonna be good, but just being able to see my grandmother on her birthday is also very dope.
Yeah,
again, I hate this freaking pandemic because you really can't really go anywhere, even though we are all vaccinated in my family. That sucks, but at the end of the day, it was just good to be in her presence for a little while. We got to chill, hang out. So how about your weekend?
Man, that was a good time.
I know you fucking watched a lot of basketball.
Oh yeah, sure did. So
and I know you specifically took off coming up, right? These couple of days to catch up on all the games.
I actually saved 8 hours. Thank you, NCAA, PTO, because the tournament doesn't start till Friday.
So, I thought it was Thursday. Or is it play-in games?
Thursday. No, yeah, play-in games start Thursday. Normally the tournament starts Friday, right? And the games are Tuesday, tonight and tomorrow.
Right.
The NCAA, because it's all in the bubble.
Right.
Which we'll talk to how this makes it so interesting. They don't start it till Friday.
Oh, okay.
The goal is that everybody enters the bubble at the same time.
So everybody can be accounted for and everybody's good.
So they're using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get everybody there, get everybody checked in to their hotels.
And they're in Indianapolis this year.
They're in Indianapolis. Get everybody tested. And the play-in games are going to be Thursday night.
Right.
And then Friday we get rolling.
So we get rolling Friday afternoon or Friday morning?
Friday morning, 11 a.m.
Last week we had 12 hours of games. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And this week we have 7 hours on Thursday from 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Which is great because I get off at 5.
Right.
Yeah, Friday you get 12 hours.
Ooh.
And Saturday you get 12 hours.
Yes,
Sunday
sir.
you get 12 hours, and Monday you get 12 hours. And then you get the Sweet 16 next weekend.
Oh, my God.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, my God.
And the greatest thing is the championship game, the Final Four,
Right.
still falls on the first weekend of April.
And listen,
The scheduling has been
the
fantastic.
NCAA, the NFL, we got to give them their kudos. At first, they were being little pansies about everything, and as everybody was, right? But now they have gotten.
They got it figured out.
They got this thing rolling, bro.
They do, and I think one thing to keep in mind is this year I don't think we're going to be, as we go into the summer, I don't know if you saw, but just a quick side note, because I know we're talking about other stuff, some of the Pelicans players have started to get vaccines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think I told you this maybe 2, 3, I think we talked about it on here. I think by next season, whether it be the NFL, the NBA,
right?
I think every major pro athlete's going to be vaccinated by next year.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
that's money.
We're going to be at 100%.
That's money.
We're going to be at 100% in every sport.
You think Jim Irsay is going to walk around and let his rookie tight end that he drafts that could be a potential Hall of Famer? You think he's going to let him walk around without a vaccine if he can get it?
Yeah,
exactly.
No. I think everybody. So I think next year we'll be back at 100%, and I'm really excited. I'm going to go to a lot of games next year because I miss so much. Right?
Yeah, right. A lot of things that we personally have planned to do together. We wanted to go to LSU, Texas.
Yeah.
We wanted to do E3. Couldn't do that.
Yep.
That got shut down. What's the other game? I think we wanted to go to Texas, Kansas.
Ooh, the basketball.
Remember that
Yeah.
we talked about that. So it was a lot of things that we wanted to go to, just like marquee things that if you are a Texas fan, especially on a collegiate level, if you're a fan of college sports, these are things you want to go to, right? Yep. You want to go to Death Valley at night. You don't want to go to Death Valley during the day. You want to go to a Death Valley night game in Baton Rouge because it's a different monster. And we've had people that have been able to experience that. And the way that they explain it, it's phenomenal. But it was going to be extra special because it was going to be Texas versus LSU.
Right.
So hopefully we can get those things. We can get back to those things. Like I really do want to go to a Texas versus Kansas game.
Are we going to get Texas Bama next year? Is that this year or next year?
I think it's
because we have a home and home.
I think it's Texas Miami first, then Texas Bama.
Okay, there's somebody else this year.
Yeah, I think it's
Miami. No,
or it could be Arkansas.
Could be. Oh yeah.
Arkansas, old Southwest Conference, Southwest Texas type deal. So
too bad Arkansas sucks.
And last year they looked pretty good at the end of the season, though. At the end of the season, but yeah, we're gonna get straight to the shits now. We've covered the weekend. We've had our sidetrack moment. Let's get to the fucking free agency, bro.
Let's do it.
First off, who are you most impressed with, and what signing have you saw that has kind of stood out to you? Because I have one.
I'm going to start near and dear to me, and I'm going to start in our division. Right? The Colts obviously haven't done anything. That's not shocking.
They signed Carson Wentz. They got Carson Wentz.
They did Carson Wentz, but as far as yesterday and today, they've done nothing but make sure they can.
And it's technically not even day one yet. Tomorrow's day one. It's tampering period.
Yeah. Right. So don't worry, but as usual, Colts fans are freaking out, and then tomorrow we'll come out, we'll flip guns blazing. There's still so much talent out there.
It's a lot.
It's insane,
and we don't know who's going to be cut to make room for cap.
Exactly.
So we don't know what's going on.
So as of today, right now, Chris Ballard has the most. The Colts have the highest salary cap remaining in the league.
Really?
As of right now. And I think it's like $50 million.
That's because the Patriots has been on a fucking spending spree.
If I want to tell you the there's three of the three teams I obviously follow, right?
Right.
I have the podcast for the division. That's why I talk about them so much. Jacksonville came out blazing today.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
So here's the thing: there's a difference between coming out blazing,
and
then overspending for talent.
They haven't.
And again, that's what I mean. They came out blazing today.
They haven't.
Shaquem Griffin.
Shaquem Griffin
great pickup.
Is a great pickup. I honestly thought Shaquem Griffin would be a Seahawk for life.
Yeah.
He just has that mentality.
I think he wanted to be.
Right.
And I think, the one thing that they need to do now is find, they have 2 outside corners, right? They drafted C.J. Henderson. They got Shaquem Griffin. Mm-hmm. They need a nickel corner, and I think they'll find one in the draft.
Yeah.
They got
some nice picks.
Malcolm Brown, defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle.
Great.
Congrats.
They picked up Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones.
So, again, Marvin Jones he's going to take a lot of pressure off DJ Chark. Something that I don't think the receivers.
Dude, look at. Do you know what that receiving core is now?
It's Marvin Jones, Colin Johnson, Hook'em Horns, DJ Chark, and
D.D. Westbrook.
No, he's a free agent.
They let go of D.D.?
They don't have. So Keelan Cole's gone. D.D. Westbrook's gone. I believe D.D.'s gone. But they picked up somebody else.
I like D.D. though.
I do too.
He's an Oklahoma Sooner, but still, that motherfucker was balling.
So I think Jacksonville did really well. Yeah, I really want to give huge props to Houston. Nick Caserio, look, it's not spicy.
Right.
It's not sexy. Some of it is in preparation to potentially expect the loss of Deshaun Watson.
It
sounds like they're planning that way.
They're making the bed.
Yeah.
The bed's been messed up. The room's been messed up, right? The inevitable is going to happen, right? We know that with the departure of Deshaun Watson, they're going to get something really good.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get something fantastic. Yeah, they're either going to get some type of high-dollar player, or they're going to get multiple picks.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just a situation where it's just like, do you want your player, whoever it may be, do you want your quarterback that you could possibly be drafting to come into a situation where their offensive line is trash? Yeah. Do you want them to have an opportunity to have weapons around them, whether it be on the defense, because the Texans have made moves on the defense.
They made a lot of moves.
They have made moves on the offense. I still don't like the fact that they're getting rid of Will Fuller. That kind of bothers me, because that is your deep threat.
That's your deep threat. I think some of it has to do with injuries and then his suspension. I think
because he does have
8 games, I think, or is it 6?
He's got like 6. Okay. I mean, he still has quite a few.
Yeah.
More. So he won't be, if he does land on a team, which I definitely believe.
You can get him on the cheap.
You're going to get him on the cheap, but you're still going to have to. You're going to have to wait until his suspension is over.
That's cool. That's why you should go to a team that's built, right? I mean, 49ers would be work.
Ooh, that would be nice.
I hate to say it, but the Colts are a team that's in that position, right? They got weapons they can manage until he gets back.
Right.
I don't necessarily want him, but I think that's a situation that would work.
I mean, we've all seen we've seen players like Will Fuller that have this amazing talent. Like Will Fuller was good in college. Will Fuller was good. Is good with the Texans when he's on the field.
Right.
Who's to say that a change of scenery won't help him out? Like we've seen players get injured that are always injured, and then they go somewhere else and they flourish.
But I think that injury's cool, right?
Right.
Whatever. It's the off the field stuff now, right? We're not talking about
You're right.
Anymore.
Right.
Like, what are you doing to put we'll talk about whether the PEDs were accidental. He didn't know about it. He knew about it. I don't give a shit about that stuff.
Right.
You
because that's the claim right now.
You put yourself in those situations, and that's a decision that you make in order to get to those situations. Right. So that's the type of stuff that kind of bothers me with Will Fuller. A change of scenery could absolutely fix that.
I think so.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then look. Obviously, I put the most pressure on the Titans because it's the team I'm the most worried about right now.
And you hate their guts.
And I hate their guts. But kudos for taking Denico Autry from the Colts. And the reason why they did it is because, again, Chris Ballard has a number. He's not going to go past that number.
Right.
The Titans were willing to do that.
Right.
And Chris Ballard said, here you go. You can overpay for him because his value is lower than that.
Right.
He's 32. And they paid him, I think, 32 over 2.
Right. And it's the thing, right? It's because free agency day one, it's always something ridiculous. It's always
exactly.
It's always like everybody overpays.
And Chris doesn't do that.
Everybody overpays.
Ballard doesn't. So
I'm the one free agent signing that has that was actually kind of shocking was that Green Bay held on to their running back.
Yeah, nobody really talks about that. Maybe they did value Aaron Jones more than people thought.
Aaron
Jones realized what his market was.
Aaron Jones is really good. And they have a nice, stable of running back. Like Aaron Jones and I forget the other kid, but like that.
Williams something, right?
Yeah, Williams.
Williams.
Jamal Williams.
There you go.
They look fantastic together. They remind me of, and a lot of people, we know Packers fans. We know people like Larry that love the Packers and things like that. But Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams remind me of a younger version of Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram.
Oh, yeah.
They look good.
Yeah.
They look good together.
For sure.
That change of pace, I can't remember. I think it was Minnesota. They absolutely got blown out by both of them because it's you can't catch Aaron Jones because he can catch, he can get out, he can run slants and screens and run underneath and run underneath coverage and give you he can give you help. And then you got a thumper, and we didn't even know what he was.
Yeah.
Now they can get to the. They don't have to roll. They don't have to rely on Adams and Rogers to be on one accord. They can
still need another wide receiver.
They do. They need help. Yeah. They need help at wide receiver. I thought T.Y. Hilton, and it looks like T.Y. Hilton is going to be a Colt. It's what it looks like right now.
So I think, again, Ballard played it great.
Right.
I told you, I don't think T.Y. thinks his market is what he thinks it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably thought it was 12, 13, 14. And it looks like Ballard could bring him back for even less than what he was paying him before.
And let's be completely honest. It's not like T.Y. Hilton hadn't been getting paid. He's been paid 3 times.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that.
Right.
So
he's very well.
You usually get 1 contract, 2, and then they usually cut you. Yep. He's been paid 3 times and has been able to sit through and play through all 3 of those contracts. So he's been. For lack of a better term, he's actually been really blessed to be able to make it through all of those. Because in a year like this, everybody's getting cut.
Yeah,
and even for pennies, or your contract is being reconstructed. Right. Something. You're going to do something. Yeah. If you cost money, something's happening.
Figure it out or get out of here.
Right, basically.
And I think part of T.Y. going into free agency was the opportunity to get courted. Mm-hmm. I don't think people understand what that means to players.
Right.
Is the opportunity for people to see what they're worth.
Right.
And I think bring T.Y. back, he'll get half of what he was worth, right? Or what he thinks he's worth. Mm-hmm. Ballard might sign him 14 mil 2 years, give him 7 mil, bring him back, bring some value. Right. Look, Ballard's ready to build a championship team.
Right.
Just because he doesn't make a big splash.
Right.
He never signs players on day 1, day 2.
Can we also talk about the fact that Ballard is not overpaying, but the Bucks aren't either.
The Bucks. Oh, the Bucks got away with highway robbery. How they were able to bring everybody back.
They got Gronk on one. Gronk said he's no longer taking any more multi-year deals. He's taking 1-year
deals. That's what he's doing because he wants to bring. So he wants to bring to opt out whenever. See, this is part of NFL players starting to take control of their players.
I was going to kind of get into that. That's on some Darrelle Revis type shit.
Yeah. Before we talk to that, it is a sexy contract wise, right?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you the best pickup was Joe Thuney going to the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Look,
you got the best offensive lineman from the Patriots.
Yeah. You basically took your strength from probably your biggest quote unquote nemesis, right? Mm-hmm. You took their biggest strength. Mm-hmm. And now you help Patrick Mahomes on the inside, mm-hmm. right? And you can go plug in the holes on the outside.
Right.
There's rumors that they're in on Trent Williams.
Trent Williams will go. I think he'll go for league minimum too. No. He's been in the league for a long time.
Look, the Niners were willing to pay Trent Williams $20 million a year.
Sheesh. He's
32. 2 years, $30 million. Here's the thing. So what I read earlier today is it's between the Niners and the Chiefs, and there's a mystery third team that nobody knows about.
I think I know who it is,
and I think it's the Colts.
I think it's the Raiders.
That makes sense.
Donald Penn just retired.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's the Colts.
And that's arguably like, how old is Donald Penn's been around for forever? 20 years?
He's fucking like...
He doesn't get injured.
Yeah,
he can run like a fucking gazelle. He's 330 pounds.
Yeah.
And he can, like, he called it quits.
Sure. And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
he did his time.
He did his time. He did his... I don't know, was he on the... no, he was not on that Bucks team.
Nope.
But majority of his playing career, he was with... No, majority of his playing career, he was with the Bucks.
Donald
Penn, and then he went. And then he went to the Raiders. He went to the Raiders. I don't know.
He's been with the Raiders for a minute though.
Yeah, he's been there for a while.
10 years?
Maybe.
Okay.
But I just remember the reason why I remember Donald Penn is because he's had some of his best years. He had great running backs, like that one year that Darren McFadden went off.
Yeah.
Like when he was a Raider.
Yep.
Donald Penn was blocking for him.
Okay.
That one year that LeGarrette Blount was just killing everybody.
Yep.
Donald Penn was on that line.
Got it.
So it's like you can see like Donald Penn is. I know, like offensive linemen are not sexy, but this guy is gonna be I think he's gonna.
And he's gonna get one of those.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
So we'll see where it ends up going. Just waiting, I think that's the having a Trent Williams, Quentin Nelson left side of the offensive line is very, very sexy. That's very run heavy. Good, because you had Jonathan Taylor behind you.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor's strong side is the left side. There you go.
Hey.
So take care of Jonathan Taylor. And
I mean, if you're doing that, it's an investment on your quarterback too, right?
Yeah.
You have a contract that is kind of heavy.
Yep.
You can't afford to have him sitting on a bench.
Exactly.
Not in this. And then you gave up Jacoby Brissett, so like you can't.
You're throwing all your all your
eggs in a basket. Like you don't have that security blanket. We don't know what Easton's going to be.
Frank Reich doesn't have that security blanket, right?
Yeah.
This is a Frank Reich move.
Right.
This is Frank Reich's job on the line.
Right.
I wanted this guy. You went and got him. So now it's my job to do whatever I can to make sure he's successful and I protect him. Right. How do you do that? You get him more weapons and you protect the shit out of him.
Yeah, you have to.
So we'll see.
It looks like I said, Jacoby was. It looks like he was a cap casualty. Yeah. He cost them a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
He was. I want to believe he was.
It was like
if it wasn't Andy Dalton,
it
was Jacoby Brissett that was like 1 or 2 as far as like highest paid backups.
Jacoby, I think, was 1. I think he was coming in at 15 or 18.
So yeah, I think he was number 1. Andy Dalton signed with the Bears.
Yeah.
Mr. Trubisky, get your bitch ass out of here.
Well, yeah, I mean, we said it, and we'll skip quarterbacks this week just because there's so much content. But we talked about we didn't think he was going anywhere. So I mean, Schefter was tweeting earlier today that the Bears did everything they could aggressively to try to pursue Russell Wilson.
Wow.
And the Seahawks said no, and that's when they went and got Andy Dalton.
That leaves one team. That leaves one. Las Vegas. What you going?
That's where I said he was going to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so we'll see.
They got the picks.
We'll see. It'd be really, really interesting. It's just as far as like players are, I was really surprised a lot of the edge rushers stayed. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised Romeo Okwara stayed in Detroit.
I'm really surprised at that.
I'm surprised that
as much information as you were feeding me, I definitely thought he was gone.
I thought so too. But again, money talks, right?
Money talks.
Do you want to win? Do you want to make some money? And Romeo's young enough to where he wants to make some money right now. Hey, and maybe
how old is he?
26, 25.
Okay.
So you guys want you need a 3-year contract. He'll be 28. He'll be in his prime. So we'll see. Who else stayed that I really want to trade? Oh, here's where a lot of change happened. Carl Lawson goes to
that was interesting.
The Ravens or the Jets? He went somewhere out there.
Yeah.
And then the Bengals, who, by the way, did some work today.
Yeah.
Picked up Trey Hendrickson
and Chidobe
Awuzie, who I love that name. He was actually on one of my lists for guys just kind of we need. But then I remembered Marvell Tell officially announced that he's coming back from COVID, so we're good there now, right? and then hopefully Xavier Rhodes comes out, and then Sky Moore says he's coming back, so he's one of our special teams guys. So we'll see.
Also, there's another thing that we haven't talked about that could be a potential game changer for Las Vegas, and that's the fact that Jake Long is coming back out of retirement, and he's looking for somewhere to go.
How old is Jake Long? 20-something?
I don't know. I want to say he's either late 20s, early 30s. I mean, like 31, 32.
Yeah.
But he's looking to come back. He's a great. When he was healthy, he was good, really good. I remember him. I want to say he had a stint in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, and he looked fantastic. So the Raiders have opportunities, if they choose to act on them, to do some really good things.
This is the one thing I want to talk to you about. Last week I talked to you about Keanu Neal showing some interest in going to the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Keanu Neal's narrowed it down to 4 teams: Falcons, Vikings, Colts, and I can't remember the others. I think it was the Cowboys. That's very interesting. I mean, it sounds like the Colts are trying to go back to a three safety look, which is something that they couldn't do.
You need safeties?
No, we'll play a box safety.
Oh, you trying to get that Bob Sanders action going. The Keanu Neal can do both.
Exactly. So
right.
I think that's why they like him a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. Apparently, there's some eyes popping all over Twitter. So
there's a lot of news about Keanu Neal.
Sounds like something's about to happen.
I don't know. Hopefully within. Like I said, before we started even doing this, like we're just in this is tampering.
Yeah.
Like we're not even at day 1 yet.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to look forward to.
Tomorrow, a lot's gonna happen.
Yeah, and we're gonna do our best to, cover all the information as we can. Yeah.
So I mean, as far as Danico Autry, we losing him to a divisional rival, that sucks. I really like Danico Autry. We picked him up when he was a nobody.
Right.
3 years ago, we were like, "Who the hell is this guy?" Chris Ballard made him a beast. He went and got paid. But Tyquan Lewis and I'm big on Tyquan Lewis. I love Tyquan Lewis. He's gonna he kind of got out of the hole last year, right? He got out of the doghouse.
Yeah,
it's gonna be his time to shine.
You used to talk shit about that dude so much.
I did, and then I turned, and then I don't know what it was last year,
right?
But I started hearing some things about him, and I started doing some more. Look, I loved him last year,
right?
And he played really well for us.
Right.
So this is time to count, and he's only 23 years old, 24.
That's crazy.
So hey. Danico, thank you for everything you've done, man. Nothing but respect.
Shout out to the free agency so far, man. This is why the NFL is king. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut for a second, take a quick break, and then we'll be back to talk about some basketball.
That's some fire.
NCAA tournament. Let's go. And we are back, and we are still live at Track Major Studio. You need beats like this beautiful beat that you are currently hearing. You need your record produced. You need mixed and mastered. Whatever you need to report a podcast. You hit up Track Majors at TRAK Majors. Okay, let's go ahead and get right back into it though. It's time to pick the bracket. And you and I, we were going to pick one together. But you, my friend, are on some bullshit.
I'm not.
So therefore, we're going to create a bracket where we compare picks.
Sure. As soon as
so what we're gonna do is, and let me tell you something. I'm no Tom Rinaldi. I don't know a lot about UCSB. I don't know about them like that. I don't know about East Washington.
I don't either.
I don't know. VCU I know about because of Shaka and because they usually actually turn out very good tournament teams.
Yep.
Grand Canyon.
Never heard of them.
Never fucking heard of them.
Yeah, apparently an old analyst is now their coach.
Really?
From CBS Sports. Apparently.
That's cool.
That's the school I
Never heard of them.
Yep.
Don't think they're making it to the Final Four. So we're going to get right to the shits. We're going all the way down. matchup by matchup until we get to our Final Four.
Sure.
We will pick a champion. We'll pick a score. And when this shit is over, we will compare brackets.
We'll do it. I think this is fun.
No, this is gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, just
I'm not a betting man, but I wish we could put like a small wager on it or something.
I mean, we can.
Okay, Microsoft points.
How many?
You
You want to do a point or a gift card? $25 Microsoft gift card.
$25 Microsoft gift card.
Bet.
Boom. I don't want. It looks weird me reaching across here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gonzaga versus who is this? Appalachian State.
Who cares? They're not. Gonzaga's winning.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Gonzaga's winning. And this is the round of 64.
Yeah.
This is the West bracket that we are in. So if you guys want to follow along, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know who you have in your Final Four. Let us know if we're making dumbass picks. Let us know whatever you want us to know. As long as it's not disrespectful, please feel free to join in on the conversation. We are moving to Oklahoma and Missouri.
So the one thing I do want to point out, so some of these playing games are still haven't obviously been decided yet.
Right.
So we reserve the right to change them,
right,
depending on who wins those matchups.
Right.
Okay. And then for now, we can just say we assume they're going to play this team.
Right.
Cool. Oklahoma, Missouri. I got Oklahoma.
Yeah, I can ride with you on Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Creighton versus UCSB.
Taking UCSB.
I'm going safe. I don't know who UCSB is. I'm not Dick Vitale.
Neither
so
am I.
I don't know who the hell that is. I'm rolling with the safe bet. I'm going Creighton.
This is what this is how I think about these things. Every year for the last 4, 5, 6 years, you're going to get these upsets, these 13-4s, these 12-5s. Mm-hmm. It happens every year. Mm-hmm. So you got to be calculated on who they are. Remember when Baylor was a 3 seed and they lost to a 14?
Yes, I do.
I picked that 14 over 3.
Wow.
So you've got to be. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert either, but knowing what I know and knowing how things turn out and knowing how Creighton has been playing recently.
Mm-hmm. No, Creighton has been in the news recently.
Yep. For not playing well.
They have dropped a couple of games before they got to their actual tournament.
Exactly.
But moving right along, we have Virginia versus Ohio. I'm going safe, man. I'm going Virginia.
I'm going Ohio. So this Ohio team, I heard, is actually really good. Virginia, again, struggling. They have COVID. They have some guys out even after coming back.
Yeah. Ohio's I do know about Virginia. I do know about Virginia having some issues.
Veteran team, Ohio. They shoot the three really well. They play really good defense. They play like great press defense.
Okay.
So I'll run with that.
USC versus Wichita or Drake?
I don't care who they're playing. USC's winning.
USC.
Yeah.
Kansas, even though they are in a down year, they are still a 3 seed.
So, yeah,
and they're playing against East Washington.
It's one of those things where your blue bloods, when it comes time,
they step up.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. So I'll take Kansas.
Taking Kansas. Oregon versus VCU.
Taking Oregon.
I'm taking VCU.
This is a very good Oregon team. It's a team that can shoot the three very well.
Right.
From what I understand. The Pac-12 is weak, though.
Yes.
But I think Oregon will take it.
I'm taking VCU because off of historic performances.
Okay.
Even before Shaka or even after Shaka, VCU has been able to put out quality tournament teams.
Sure.
If there is an upset that I can think of based off of just, I feel like it's the safest upset.
Okay.
Oregon, I've heard about Oregon. They do shoot very well, but recently they have been shooting very bad.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with VCU.
Okay.
Iowa over Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa.
Iowa's been playing
really well.
Hey, Iowa.
That's a really good team.
That's a really good team. That's a good team. So we have made our picks for the West. We have Creighton. Harish has Creighton. I have Oklahoma. You have Oklahoma. I have Creighton. You have
UCSB.
I have Virginia. You have
Ohio.
I have USC. You have USC.
Yep.
We both have Kansas.
Yep.
I have VCU, you have
Oregon.
and we both have Iowa.
Perfect.
So that covers the West.
That's a perfect bracket, Harish.
We're going to go ahead and move on to the East.
Yep.
Where it gets a little bit tricky.
This is probably going to be the most competitive bracket out of all of them.
Right.
It's also the bracket that will probably have the team that you least expect to win the bracket.
Yes, this is
going to be a fun bracket.
This is
if you're gonna have a bracket that blows up your entire bracket, it's this one right here.
Right.
Or a side that blows up your entire
Yeah, this could potentially fuck a lot of people's bracket off. These are a lot. Now, these teams, I know something about these teams.
A lot of these teams.
Yeah. So we're going to go Michigan over, I don't know who that is.
Who cares? It's Mount St. Mary's or Texas Southern.
Oh, Mount St. Mary's. No, you're not going. Texas Southern, shout out to you guys for winning your conference. Alma mater, but you ain't winning against Michigan, dog. It's Michigan.
Yeah.
LSU versus St. Bonaventure.
I have St. Bonaventure.
No.
St. Bonaventure, long guards, very Texas-like, can defend the three really well. Mm-hmm. LSU, the SEC was weak this year.
Right.
So even though LSU and Alabama made it to the end, and they played a very good game together, that's an LSU team that can't consistently shoot.
Right.
So,
I like LSU because LSU can rebound and they can play defense, and this is one of the very few teams that I can see that can actually do both, play offense and defense and run the floor. So I'm going with LSU.
Okay.
Colorado versus Georgetown.
You always take the hottest team.
And Georgetown is the hottest team.
And my boy Patrick Ewing is on fire.
Yes.
Taking Georgetown.
Yeah. Georgetown they look good.
Yeah.
Florida State versus UNC Greensboro.
Little bit of a trap game for Florida State, but they're really long. They've got a couple guys.
Florida State's hot too.
Yeah, they've got a couple guys that are like 7 foot.
Right.
I'll take Florida State.
Yeah, I'm taking Florida State.
But very, very dangerous game for them. I think that's a game that you definitely have to look out for.
BYU versus Michigan State
and UCLA.
Or UCLA.
You know what sucks about this game? This is the game that Michigan State UCLA game is going to be really good. UCLA is actually doing really well this year. Michigan State, the reason why they're in this position is because COVID.
Yeah, they're at COVID, and let's be completely clear, like they are playing in one of the toughest. I think it's all about the Big 12 and the Big 10 this year, as far as basketball is concerned.
Every team's battled.
Everybody in the Big 12 and the Big 10 have played solid schedules.
Yeah.
So I'm
saying Michigan State's going to beat UCLA.
Yeah.
And I also think they're going to beat BYU.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Texas versus Abilene Christian. This is a scrimmage. I think this will be over early. I think Jericho Sims will have some highlights as always. The guards are starting to shoot better. I'm liking that. And because of that, I think they're going to go in. They're also very hot. They've won 5 straight.
Against some really good teams.
Against some really good battle-tested teams. I think this will be over early. Texas, hook them.
You really need Courtney Ramey to step up because he's actually been struggling. Matt Coleman had 30 on Saturday, which is unreal.
He was hitting threes, man. He looked good.
He was in everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Really need Courtney Ramey to step up. They're going to need everybody to play.
Yeah.
And if everybody plays and they play the way they can, this is a Final Four team.
It could be.
In this bracket,
I can't remember who.
Very
I can't remember who picked
matchups.
them as a Final Four team on ESPN.
Somebody on CBS Sports did. Picked them as a Final Four team.
Yeah.
This is a very, very good team.
People are not sleeping on Texas this year, and that's really good.
But it all comes down to they have to play the way they have all year.
Yeah, you can't be bullshitting.
Yeah.
Uconn versus Maryland.
I'm taking. I don't know too much about Uconn, but
I do know about Maryland.
I do know Maryland is battle tested. I'm gonna take Uconn though.
I'm taking Maryland.
Yeah, I'll take my L on this one. I'm not gonna be shocked if Maryland wins. Uconn has one of those Kemba.
I've heard more about Maryland this year than Uconn.
Uconn has one of those Maryland Kemba Walker type guys that can make one of those Kemba Walker type runs. So,
And that was classic. UConn versus Syracuse. That was 10 years ago this year.
I know, it's crazy.
That was an awesome game. If you don't know about the Kemba Walker versus Syracuse, that was amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and go to Alabama, Iona. Alabama, 2.
Shout out to Iona, Rick Pitino.
Yes. It's his first year.
Yeah.
It's his first year.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. I mean, you're a dirty old man, but welcome back.
Welcome back to the dirty South, baby.
Okay, so in the East bracket, I have Michigan. Who do you have?
Michigan.
Okay. I got LSU.
St. Bonaventure.
I got Georgetown.
Yep, Georgetown. And we both have Georgetown, Florida State.
Right.
I think we both have Michigan State to Texas. Or BYU?
Yes.
Okay.
But, yeah. Wait, you picked Michigan State?
Hell yeah.
UCLA? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Over BYU? Okay.
I don't think it matters who BYU plays. They're gonna lose.
Right. Texas over Abilene Christian.
Yep.
Then I have Maryland. You have UConn.
And we both have Bama.
And we both got Bama.
Cool.
Moving on to the South. Hey, Baylor.
Yeah. Can we just mark Baylor all the way down?
I kind of want to do that.
Okay.
Baylor versus Hartford. We all know who's winning that. North Carolina versus Wisconsin. I'm going to say Wisconsin's going to get North Carolina.
I think North Carolina.
They're going to get them motherfuckers out the paint quick.
Well, North Carolina is long.
If North Carolina can't run, what can you do?
True.
And what do Big Ten teams don't allow?
It's a Big Ten.
They don't allow you to run. The only team that runs in the Big Ten is Michigan.
Yeah.
Ohio State runs, but they can't shoot. So it's just like.
No, they sure can. Yeah, I'll take Wisconsin.
Yeah. Wisconsin. Villanova over Winthrop.
I'm taking Winthrop. Villanova.
I'm going safe. I don't know nothing about Winthrop.
I don't either, but
I'm going Villanova.
Villanova lost their top 2 players.
Ooh, to COVID.
And one was an injury. Their point guard, senior point guard. Remember, he tweaked his knee.
Right.
They're done. They haven't played. They haven't been the same since.
Okay.
They're done.
Purdue over North Texas.
Yep.
Again, another Big Ten team, battle tested. They didn't look hella great, but they still captured a number 4 seed.
Yeah, they're going to be better than North Texas.
Texas Tech over Utah State.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. Texas Tech could fuck around and get to the Elite 8.
Yeah, they can.
They can go on a run.
Because they've done it the last 2 years.
Yeah, they can go on a run at any point in time. Yep. Arkansas over Colgate.
So watch out for this Colgate team. This Colgate team can shoot. They can run. But they're not going to win.
Yeah. I like Arkansas.
Very, very dangerous.
Watching Arkansas in the SEC championship was actually pretty dope.
There's some people.
They look good.
There's some people that think Colgate's going to win that game.
Wow. Okay. Florida over Virginia Tech.
Again, the SEC sucks.
You going Virginia Tech? You going ACC over SEC?
Yep.
Okay.
I've seen Virginia Tech play. They're good.
I've not seen Virginia Tech play, so I'm riding with Florida.
And I've seen Florida play, and they suck. I'm telling you, man, the SEC is not good this year. Like, they're very bad. Bro, the most talented team, blue blood school in that conference, didn't even get 500 this year. Like, think about it. That's a Alabama's really good.
Right.
But everybody else is really shit.
All right, I'm going Virginia Tech. I'm going to ride with you on that. Ohio State versus Oral Roberts. Ohio State. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. So we got, in the South, we both have Baylor. Do we both have Wisconsin?
Yes.
I have Villanova. You have Winthrop.
Yep.
Purdue. And you have?
Purdue.
Okay. Tech. I have Arkansas. You have Colgate?
No. I have Arkansas.
You have Arkansas?
I just said beware of Colgate. Don't be shocked if Colgate wins.
You've convinced me on Virginia Tech, and we're both riding on Ohio State.
Yep.
Midwest.
Illinois
versus, what is Drexel?
Yeah, never heard of the school.
Drexel? You never heard of Drexel?
Nope.
I've heard of Drexel.
Okay, well, loose.
I'm still going with Iowa. I'm still rolling with them. Yeah. Loyola Chicago versus Georgia Tech.
Yep, Loyola Chicago. Remember, this is the Loyola team that went on that run a couple years ago.
Yeah, you're right. Rick Barnes versus Oregon State.
Yeah, GG Oregon State for getting this far. You know that nobody thought they'd have a good season.
Yeah, didn't they win the Pac-12?
They got to either the semifinal or the final.
Okay.
But either way, I'll take Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Good old Rick Barnes. Right.
Oklahoma State versus Liberty.
Oklahoma State.
San Diego State versus Syracuse. I'm taking Syracuse.
I'm taking Syracuse. Yeah.
Yeah, they look fun.
They look really.
They look good as fuck. They look great.
They look amazing.
West Virginia over Morehead State. Shout out to Pat McAfee. I'm rolling with West Virginia. West Virginia. I'm running with y'all. I don't want to get demonetized. Clemson versus Rutgers.
I'm taking Rutgers. Again, Big Ten. Very battle testing. And this is actually a good Rutgers team. The first time they've been in the tournament since 2003.
All right, I'll ride with you. I'll ride with you on
Don't ride with me. This is just me.
No. Because you're making you make sense. Like I don't think about Rutgers in the Big Ten. Because I'm used to Rutgers being in the Big East.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just old man college football. So I'm gonna ride with you on that one.
Cool.
Houston versus Cleveland State. Hey, Houston.
GG.
Houston looks good.
That's a really good team.
Yeah.
Great rebounding team.
Yeah.
Great defensive team. Doesn't shoot it particularly well, but they keep themselves in games.
Right.
Their defense and their rebounding.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so in the Midwest, we got Illinois, Loyola, Tennessee.
I think we agree down the road here.
Yeah, I think so. Oklahoma State, Syracuse, West Virginia, Rutgers, and Houston.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, we're going to roll along. We're going to go along to this round of 32. This is where shit gets interesting.
That's where it gets fun.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to kind of knock this out a little bit quicker here. We're going to South bracket. We got Baylor versus Wisconsin.
Okay. Baylor versus Wisconsin.
Wait. My bad. Let's start back at the West. My bad.
Okay.
I didn't go up all the way.
Cool.
So here's where things get interesting.
Yep.
We got Gonzaga versus Oklahoma.
I got Gonzaga.
I got Gonzaga too. Oklahoma don't have enough firepower, and they don't have. They're experienced, but they're not experienced as Gonzaga.
They're going to get run out the building. This game won't be close.
Creighton versus Virginia.
Well, you have Creighton, Virginia. I have UCSB, Ohio here. Because I think Creighton and Virginia are both getting upset.
I'm going Virginia.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go Ohio on mine.
Okay.
So I have a 13 seed in the Sweet 16.
Damn. USC, Kansas?
Kansas. And I'll take Iowa over Oregon.
I'm taking Iowa over VCU.
Okay.
So that means you have Gonzaga.
Yep. Gonzaga, Ohio, Kansas, Iowa.
I have Gonzaga, Virginia, Kansas, Iowa.
Cool.
We move on right along to the East. Even though I think LSU can give these motherfuckers a really good... Actually, you know what? I'm taking LSU over Michigan.
I'm taking St. Bonaventure over Michigan. I think this is where Michigan falls.
Because Michigan has gotten injured. Their last game, they lost their best player, and forgive me for not knowing his name.
Levers.
Yes, and he's really good.
And not only is he good,
he messed his knee up too.
He's their most important player.
He's messed,
and they've lost since then.
Right, and significantly, thank God he doesn't have significant tears or anything like that. But it's clear, when we saw him playing. They taped him up as if he almost tore his ACL.
They're saying he could still play. I'm not gonna bank.
I'm not banking on that, dude. Yeah, he's gonna go high.
Yep.
He's gonna go first round.
Dude's good.
Yeah, he's really good. Yep. You know what I mean? He was only gonna be there for a year anyway.
Yep.
But shout out to Juwan Howard for doing his thing. So I have Michigan losing to LSU. Georgetown, Florida State. Again, these motherfuckers are hot. I'm rolling with Georgetown.
Oh, I don't know on this one, man. This is tough because but then I said I had some double-digit seeds in the Sweet 16.
Right. I got a double-digit team in the Sweet 16. I got Georgetown.
Yeah, we'll do it. I like Florida State though. That's the thing. I like both teams. I like them a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Texas over Michigan State or UCLA.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a very good Texas team.
Yeah.
And I think people are starting to realize that.
Maryland and Bama.
I got Uconn, Bama, and I'm taking Bama.
Yeah, I'm taking Bama too. Sorry, Maryland, but Bama.
Yep.
moving. Oh, so okay. So, in this bracket, you have.
I have Gonzaga. Oh, sorry. I have St. Bonaventure, Georgetown, and then Texas, Alabama.
In mine, I have LSU over Michigan. I have Georgetown over Florida State. I have Texas over UCLA or Michigan State. And I got Alabama over Michigan.
You mean Uconn?
I mean Alabama over Maryland. My bad.
Cool.
In the South bracket,
I got Baylor over Wisconsin.
Me too.
I got Purdue over Winthrop.
I got Villanova over Purdue.
Really?
Nah. Purdue. I'm going Purdue over Villanova.
I got Tech over Arkansas.
I do have Tech over Arkansas. They're going to shoot the lights out.
And then Ohio State over Virginia Tech.
I got Virginia Tech losing to Ohio State.
Yep. Cool. So you have Baylor, Purdue, and Tech, Ohio State. We both got the same. We got the same result. Just got there a little differently.
Right.
And then finally, Illinois over Loyola, Chicago.
Definitely.
I got Oklahoma State over Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, Oklahoma State, bro.
They're on fire, dude. I mean, look, Texas beat them, but they're on. That's because Texas is good. They're on fire too, right?
Dog.
That's a good team, man.
That team, that wasn't like really they jumped. Don't get me wrong, Texas jumped out far on
and they needed to.
Right, because Oklahoma came every minute of that game. They did not let up.
Yep.
Okay.
Syracuse. I got West Virginia over Syracuse.
West Virginia. Shout out to Pat McAfee.
And then Houston over
Rutgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Knock this out. So I got Gonzaga over Ohio in mine.
I got Gonzaga over Virginia. I mean,
I want to pick Kansas so bad.
I do too.
But they don't have their center. And that's their score.
Yeah, I just don't see them they kind of look like they burnt out over like the last bit of in the East. I got
Georgetown over St. Bonaventure. Again, Georgetown's high.
I think the buck stops here. I think so? LSU takes Georgia.
Okay.
Or Georgetown.
And then I got Texas over Alabama.
I'm kind of scared of this matchup.
I'm very scared of this matchup.
Because Alabama looks fucking good.
And they can shoot.
And they're fucking big.
But so is Texas. Texas is long.
Right.
And they're long at the guards. And you have guys like Kai Jones that can guard multiple positions.
Right.
You have guys like
and nobody has been able to neutralize Jericho Sims yet.
This is a game that I think Greg Brown really shines because it's going to show out his strengths, which is his defense and his rebounding.
Right.
I love Texas there.
Okay.
I like Texas in this one.
In the South,
Baylor over Purdue, and I got Tech over Ohio State. I told you.
Yo, that's wild.
This is the Big 12 reigns supreme. It is the best conference, and Tech has played teams like Ohio State.
Okay, I'm going Tech then. Illinois.
And you said yourself, Ohio State doesn't shoot very well.
No, they don't. They have times where they screw the poop.
Yeah.
Right, like it's bad.
Yeah.
Illinois over Oklahoma State.
I love this game. This is going to be so
Illinois'
much fun.
bigs are nasty.
And they got that center that's super big. He looks like a fucking
he
linebacker.
He looks like
tight end.
He looks like a tight end. For real.
I'll take Illinois.
I'm taking Illinois, dog. I like Oklahoma State and what they doing because they fight.
And then I'm taking Houston over West Virginia.
Yeah.
Tell you, defensive rebounding, bro. West Virginia, they don't rebound very well. They're small. They shoot great.
Yeah, they do shoot great. And they run that trap very well when they want to. It's annoying as fuck. If they could whip that shit out, dog, because remember, they didn't do it.
You realize that if we do that, we basically have a Big 12 title.
Man, look, Houston, I'm going to ride with you, H-Town. I'm riding with you.
We basically have the Big 12 tournament up in here.
Basically.
I'll take Gonzaga over Iowa.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
I'll take Texas over Georgetown.
I'm going to take Texas over LSU. I'm taking Baylor over Tech.
Baylor over Tech, and I'm taking
Illinois
over Houston.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
And then I got Baylor and Gonzaga in the national championship game. Look, I think we're great. I think our run was awesome, but I think it stops there.
I'm taking Illinois over Baylor.
Okay.
So I got Illinois versus Gonzaga.
I have Gonzaga Baylor, and I have Gonzaga winning the whole thing. Final score, 80-77. That's my bracket.
I got Gonzaga losing to Illinois, 93-97.
Damn. All right. Well, guys, here we go. So we'll enter this in. We'll update you guys every week. Round one starts on Friday. Tim, before we head out, man, you got any final words?
No. If you guys are in Texas and wherever you are, continue to be safe. Wear your fucking mask. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Make sure you tell your people that you love them. We did have an unfortunate death. Our good friend Tommy, his dad passed away. So our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family at this time of need. Yeah, man, I don't really have anything else, but do you?
No, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun week.
It's going to be a fun week. Again, we're coming live from Track Major Studio. And you guys make sure you find your North Star. And we are out of here. See ya!
Peace.